In this video, we will be discussing the informative essay conclusion. In order to have a conclusion, you need to restate your thesis, review your main points, and revisit your hook. It's basically the opposite of your introduction, where you have the thesis at the end and the hook at the beginning. Now you have the thesis at the beginning and the hook at the end. So let's go ahead and look at restate thesis. Now, when you're restating your thesis, you have to keep in mind that you do not want to restate your thesis word for word. You might have done this in elementary school, but now that you're in middle school, you need to find a way to reword your thesis rather than copying and pasting what you wrote before. To do this, you need to review the main idea of your essay. Remember, your thesis is the central idea of your essay. It's one sentence where you're stating what you're talking about. So if you review the main idea by rewording the thesis, then you should have the beginning of your conclusion without a problem. So again, do not state it word for word, but reword it. Then you have main points. So you want to first review your main points. You should have written 3 points in your body paragraphs that you had discussed. Well, you are going to review those main points. However, there should be no new information that is given in the conclusion. All of the new information that should have been given to the reader should have been done in the body paragraphs. Remember, you're just reviewing in the conclusion. Going on, you're revisiting your hook. Well, first you need to reread your hook. You wrote your hook quite a while ago, so you probably forgot what you wrote. So you want to first reread your hook to see what you said. And then you want to think of a way that you can end your essay by referring back to your hook. So if you wrote a story, you should have a short story or reference to that. Now, looking at the paragraph, we are going to be color coding this paragraph based off of the 3 R's. So first we're looking for our thesis. So we're restating the thesis. So looking at the paragraph, it says, in conclusion, getting enough sleep every night is extremely important as it is one of our basic needs. It would be ridiculous to go without drinking water, breathing, or eating for more than a few hours. The same goes for sleeping, as not getting enough sleep can lead to negative health factors such as a decrease in awareness and an irritable mood. However, there are so many health benefits to sleeping enough each day that it would seem obvious to get enough of it. Sadly, many adults still do not get enough sleep. If it is a basic need, it should be treated with the utmost importance. So looking at this entire paragraph, I'm going to be looking for my thesis being restated. Now, obviously, it's the first R, so it should be in the beginning of the paragraph. So looking, it says, getting enough sleep every night is extremely important as it is one of our basic needs. That's basically what I said in my thesis. So I'm going to take my red crayon, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to color that in because that is essentially my main idea of my essay. I'm talking about how it's extremely important. Sleep needs to be a priority. So that is what I'm talking about. Now, in conclusion, I didn't color only because it's a transitional phrase. Yes, you could have colored it, but really I've been coloring transitions in a different color. Okay, so you're going to next review your main points. So that's going to be in blue. So I'm going to go ahead and get my blue crayon. And I'm going to read the middle of the paragraph to see where am I restating my main points. Well, right here it says the same goes for sleeping, as not getting enough sleep can lead to negative health factors such as decreased awareness and irritable mood. However, there are so many health benefits to sleeping enough each day that it would seem obvious to get enough of it. So I know that part right there is me restating my main points. My main points were not enough sleep can lead to negative health factors and a decreased awareness, as well as there's the many health benefits to sleeping enough each day. So my 3 points are right there, and they're restated in complete sentences. So I'm going to take my blue crayon, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to color in those sentences because these are me restating my 3 main points. Now, if you notice, it took me about a sentence to lead into that. So you don't have to go straight from restating your thesis into restating your main points. If you can, do it. If not, do what you need to do. You want to make your essay flow. Okay, and then finally, the last part that we are discussing is revisiting your hook. So I would go back and I would read my hook to see what I said. So let's take the green crayon and let's try to figure out what it was. So I know that it's going to happen towards the end of my essay. So the last two sentences say, sadly, many adults still do not get enough sleep. If it is a basic need, it should be treated with the utmost importance. Well, I was talking about how sleep was one of the basic needs. So by ending it the same way that I started, it kind of makes me come full circle. So I know that I need to take my green crayon and I need to color in those last two sentences because they are talking about my hook. It's basically me wrapping up what I have to say in my essay, but going back to the hook. So basically the three R's are restating your thesis, reviewing your main points, and then revisiting your hook. So you want to do that and you want to go ahead and write in your essay. If you have any questions, you can come and see me, but hopefully now you understand how to write a conclusion for an informative essay.